a lot of y'all rappers are just wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rhyme about nothing. Yo, millennium, man, come on. You rhyme for money, we rhyme for truth and justice. We don't butt kiss or let cheeks touch lips. I see blacks murdering blacks, stop the violence. Cause it's only you they chase with sirens. Mental Columbus, lost in the sea of reason of thoughts. Frauds wear the most high colors, but they don't rep it. And speak so much filth, it's septic without tanks. You fell off the righteous boat without planks. To the elders, we give thanks and praises with blessings. For quiet wars, quiet weapons. Take out your stations when I'm red and spacing. I'm using gravity for navigation. Crush your Satan, jump your king. Use him as a shield, fade into fog. Knock Robin Hood and Big John off the log. Into fire and brimstone. I'm not physically in Africa, but mentally I'm still home. I know myself the God in his own reflection of Moor's high priest. Act nothing, Malcolm and Martin, Selassie I. The list goes on and scrolls on walls and temples. My mental doorways will be trapped. Niggas got guns, but they don't know who they should truly clap. Cause they listen to rap, objective to strap, so you can't react. Hit or get hit and laid on your back. Take it from prime, they wasting time. They rhyme about shine and wasting time. Commercial rappers wasting time, they wasting time. Take it from prime, wasting time. They wasting time. Commercial rappers wasting time. Take it from prime, they wasting time. Commercial rappers wasting time. Check it. Why do we disrespect gays? Cause the world revolves around opposites. Same sex produce no ways. Positive and negative realms, one or the other. Cause if you're playing in between, you're playing yourself. This is why blacks die from blacks are epidemic, making me ask why to the most high. But overstand we can't babysit, I'm on my own vibes. Cause watching you can get my wig split. The last tear dries on the concrete slave trip. Why must black blood drip? Why be on a thug tip? If you're bustin' and when boy them come, you're running. If you're a rude boy, tell me why. Dying for Jane and Finch and Regent. But with no rent, it's you they gonna eject. Gun toters change from being loafers. The real enemy got you living and vex how your mom's living. Some of y'all even bringing up children on these same blocks so they can chop the same rock. Aiming at one another but not aiming at pork chops. We down for revolution, DPZ hit me. If you're with me, you gotta have some knowledge. You gotta get that quickly. Who you gonna trust, me or them? If it comes down to the color of your skin. If you're not down to join the army, cause it's all about freedom. We could die if we try to get it. Everybody dies one day, so I won't sweat it. Commercial they still wasting time. They wasting time. Take it from prime, they wasting time. Commercial rappers wasting time. All they wanna do is rhyme, yo, why you invading my private space? We living in millennium dark ages. Negative energies disguise the shadows in bright places. Pagans, sodomites have a sight full of fright when they spot the Israelite behind the dreads. Eyes red, black fatigues with camel tees. I trigger that the whole team as Dolos grip concrete. The Tim's logo is a slave hanging tree, and Nike is run by trannies. Praising evil goddesses from Greece. The swooshes wings, one on both sides. Got blacks branded, walking billboards, forgot they still gods. It's not yours, but you're fighting his wars. I salute the red, black, and green and gold, y'all in and out of liquor stores. Giving strength to devils through occultic holy days. The calendar is a thought challenger to damage your genetic memory bank, which is comedic, which makes you African and free from being lesbians and men. My soul is the alien and my body is the spaceship. I seen clubs shot up and bounces hit. Black mothers pushing carriages with no marriages. Dear mama, keep your head up. Tap the pioneer lane, you won't feel fed up. Stay right up and focus, looking at that eviction notice. Got some drinking devil's liquids and using syringes. Can't cope and jump off bridges or turn to drugs like hard bridges. These stick up kids pick up bids, but those stuck up never seem to fuck up. Only black faces are screwed in hoodie shadows, getting bucked up or cuffed. They made the big apple the bad apple, rowing up shit's creek with no paddle. I never tattle tale, that's for snitches. Not down for revolution, boy, I kept stitches. Instead of putting albums out for slavery, they put them out for Christmas. Got me wondering, what is this?
What is this? I'm wondering, what is this? Peace and love to all Moors. I got sent something earlier. We just wanted to go over some of that. But before that, If anybody got any questions, put them in the chat. Or you could push the invite. Oh yeah, and don't forget it's 444 day today. So honors to all that are on the frequency of their ancestors. Honors to all that are on the frequency of their ancestors. We're here just to go over some things. Because everybody's caught in the house or whatever, everybody's a scholar. And you think they're going to put Moors on some info or something. They ain't putting Moors on any info. We've been telling you people all this stuff. Been telling you. Been telling you all this. And then prior to Moors telling you, Drew Ali, who's a Moor, was telling you in the 20s. Oh, but you still think it's a game? All right, well, we'll play your little game. So, God sent this email or this message. Check out this website, you're strawman.com, telling you about all this stuff or whatever. You're strawman.com. That's what strawman.com stuff's talking about. Because people like to play, they know something. Want to put Moors on something. He's sending stuff to Moors that we've been sent you 4, 5, 6, 12, 15, 20, 100 years ago. We sent you these messages telling me some stuff now. Like we don't know what's up. Please, the hell out of here. Those in power have a big secret. Paying tax is optional. Getting a license is optional. Registering a vehicle is optional. Paying a fine is optional. Attending court is optional. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. Now we're just throwing our little 2 cents since people want to play like they know something. You better have a nationality if you're talking crazy like this. Europeans have a nationality. All you Negroes, blacks, and whatever out there playing around like you don't need a nationality. Don't forget all these Europeans who's talking like this, they have a nationality. Whether it's corporate, whether it's whatever, they're claiming a nationality. They're not claiming fictions. Anybody who's a European, you go to them. That's the most of your nationality. I'll tell you, white. Oh, my nationality is white. Oh, my nationality is American. No, it's not. Not no damn American. European is an American. But here go the black guys who think they know something. Putting Moors onto something. Are you putting Moors onto something? We've been telling you paying taxes optional. Why? Because as Moors, we're Aboriginal and indigenous to the land, and we've been here before tax. So how are you taxing me? Matter of fact, since this is my land, you should be paying me tax. Simple. Period. We don't have to go further. Period. We're the indigenous people of the land. Who? The people who are classified as Negro, black, colored, whatever they want to call themselves, that's a fiction. Really? Those people are the indigenous people of the Americas. Those are the Americans, not some Europeans. So because those are the Americans, they are not obligated to pay tax. Why? Because tax is coming from some people who look like Europeans. So if these people look like Europeans and Europe is not America, they're foreigners. And if they're foreigners, how are you paying them tax? How? Which goes back to why they call their stuff your straw man. So let's just give you a little bit of their stuff right here. We're not done with this yet. Don't worry. We're going to be back to there. You don't worry about that. You don't worry about that. You just watch right here. Now, they're talking about your parents went and got a birth certificate. And then they went and got this birth certificate. And then this birth certificate means that your parents gave up ownership of you to wherever you say you live, right? Country, city, state, province, wherever you say you live. Right? If you have one of those things called certificate, all right, you're owned by somebody, and that certificate is the receipt of the ownership that you got to show to prove that you're the one. But you're not really the one, because what they did was they created a straw man. And how they did that was that they used grammatication and said, instead of writing things capitalized, as far as names of people, we're going to write it in all capital letters. Which means once they write it in all capital letters, it no longer represents what it originally was intended to represent. So that's the straw man. So if you go right now in your wallet or whatever, and you go pull out anything that those people called government gave you, called ID, card for whatever, guarantee you it's written in all capital letters. Guaranteed. At this point, 2020, guaranteed it's written in all capital letters. Right? So, a straw man has to pay taxes, which is the all capital letters name when you go check your taxes. And then a straw man has to get a license, which is the all capital letters name on the license that you got from those guys in the name that you think that's your name. And then in the register vehicle ownership papers, that's going to have the name of who the quote-unquote owner is, and it's going to be written in all capital letters. And then when you go into court, and then you stand on the thing, and then you look down the list to see if your name's on that list, to see if that's your room, the name written on there is all capital letters. And then you're going in there representing that thing on the wall that's in all capital letters that has nothing to do with you. Now, if that was created by them and has nothing to do with you, how are you going to claim that that is yours if you didn't create it? If you didn't create it, how are they saying the straw man is yours? How is it yours if you didn't create it? Oh, so that little boy walking on the street, you're just going to claim that boy as yours when you didn't create that boy or girl. You're just gonna go there, pick them up, and just bring them home. Really? I bet you'll never do that. So how are you following these people talking crazy to you about straw men when Moor's been telling you what this whole thing is about? The real straw man, now this is how Moor's break it down. The real straw man is not some all capital letters name on a birth certificate or a license or whatever instrument that the white man gave you because, they're the Illuminati and whatever. That's not a straw man. The original straw man is the Negro, black, colored people. The real straw man, the real man of straw, the real being that takes absolutely no responsibility for their actions, and lives a life of just wandering around, just standing there blowing in the breeze with no purpose That's the Negro black color. That 5,000 of these people are going to be on a plantation picking cotton for 400 years, and 400 or 4,999 of them didn't say, let's rush the house? Nobody? Oh, don't tell me about some slave revolts and five slave guys taking over a plantation. Don't tell me any BS. I'm talking about how come all these dumbasses who are the majority are standing around watching the minority rule over them and not do anything about it? That's a straw man. What we got today. People who took the seats of power, call them black leaders, and did nothing for you. That's a straw man. Just standing there, blowing in the breeze, serving you no purpose. Noble Drew Ali, who you know Noble Drew Ali, because they talk enough BS about him that you know who Noble Drew Ali is. Stop fronting. So Noble Drew Ali told you that you're not Negro black coloreds. You're Moors. The straw man is Negro black colored. Go ask any of these leader guys who they say who got a YouTube channel and they're whatever like that. Ask them to see you. Let me see your ID. I bet you it's going to be a straw man ID they show you. Bet you. And if they have a straw man ID, how could they represent you? Because a straw man is just sitting there blowing in the breeze. If you ask them for ID and they don't show you identification with a picture, appellation, name, date of birth, hair color, eye color, and it's coming from state of whatever or province of whoever, that means that they're straw men. Oh yeah, and the more put it in the chat. Another name for straw man is ward. Another name for straw man is a ward. That's why they have a psycho ward. That's why they have a ward when you go into hospital. That's why they have a ward when you go into prison, because a ward is a straw man. So once you say, I'm a straw man, nothing applies to you but privileges. And then people are going to tell you, you're not the straw man, but it's yours. And then you can take it, and then you can authenticate the thing, and then they're going to give you, and then they'll send you a check, and then you can put it in the account, and then you can withdraw, and then you can go over there, and then you could use the straw man to put a lien on the judge because they give you a ticket for no reason. But they never, ever told you who you are. Who are you? How are you talking about your straw man, but you haven't said who you are? Oh, and there's another one. Child Protective Services call you ward as well. Any type of children, whatever, they'll call you ward. Why? Because you're a straw man. If you're a straw man, you don't have rights. Anybody who's been in that system knows you don't have rights in there if you're a ward. And then they're telling you claim that. They're telling you that dead thing over there, that dead pigeon on the street, go get the dead pigeon. Then we're going to take the dead pigeon to the bank, and then the bank's going to stamp the dead pigeon so we can do something with this straw man. And then if you actually went and got the dead pigeon and went to the bank and all that stuff, play yourself. Because you fell for people playing a game with you. And the bottom line is that if you're saying I'm not the straw man, then who are you? And then all you're seeing is cartoon stuff. All you're seeing is commercial things. They're dealing with debt, catchphrases because they know people are drowning right now. But they're going to talk about, oh yeah, we're going to help you get out of debt and all that stuff because we could do whatever with the straw man and all this. But they're not telling you that the place where you're claiming you live is in debt. They owe so much people so much finance. How? How are you a part of them? Right? And they go through this whole whatever, talking about the money and the Illuminati and Masonic stuff and all this. And it's all a game. Because they haven't told you who they are. Right? They haven't told you. This is all a game. All these people are modern Europeans who don't want to go back to Europe. So they're over here talking crazy because they know something's wrong. All these people are Europeans. They're not American. They're not free man on the land. They're not sovereign. None of that. They're Europeans. You want to exercise some sovereignty? Go back to Europe. But if you're in the Americas, you better be repping for some Aboriginal and Indigenous people, and they have nothing on here about you. But you're going to go send this around to people talking about, oh yeah, you can do this process. Look what these guys are doing to get ourselves free and all this. They're not even repping for you. They will have you on here. They will make a nigger joke on here to have you on here. But there you go. Now, yeah, there's some information in there that you will be able to extract, eat the fish, spit out the bones. But we know that all these people used to go to Moors classes. That's all they know what they know. What are you talking about? All the Europeans that you see that are doing some type of the government's bad and all this Illuminati and all that, you think they learn? Anybody who they trace themselves back to is going to be some European. That European learned from some Moors somewhere. Guarantee. If Mariah Carey could have a Morocco room in her house, everybody knows who the Moors are. And then don't forget who she used to be with, and then what he always wears, and we know that's not some Hebrew BS. That's Moorish turban. You know that's Moorish turban. But these just came yesterday, people try to tell you some BS. Telling you about straw men or whatever, and they even tell you about nationality. They even tell you that you can't even exercise any of this stuff on here without nationality. And like we said, all those people, where they at again? All these sovereign European exposed international bankers, whatever, all of them are Europeans. They're not American. Americans are the individuals who are copper-toned that were here before Europeans even came here. So how are Europeans American? You got any questions? even if it's not yours, you might have somebody else's questions, or you might have been around somebody talking crazy. You want some clarity on something. Put it in the chat or push the thing. So remember, the real straw man is the Negro, black, colored, who doesn't want to be Moors. That's the real straw man. Straw man's not some created, you know what I mean, all capital letters, name, whatever, only. Straw man is also the Negro, black, colored. So we're looking at what place do the Moors play so we can know who they are, right? The first thing we have to recognize is that Moors are us. Real easy. You're getting into all type of different idioms. You're not talking about all these different whatever. Right? Not just a real easy thing to do. You go to etymology, which is the origin of words. More. It tells you there's a verb for more, there's a noun for more. I'll give you some other references of more. Right? Now we're talking about the noun for more. So you go to the noun for more, they'll tell you North African, Berber, one of the race dwelling in Barbary. Now, if San Francisco has a plaque in the street that says Barbary on it, where are the Moors from? This says North African, right? This says North African. Okay, so if we go to San Francisco and there's a plaque in the ground talking about Barbary State, how is America Barbary if you think North Africa is over there? What if North Africa is also over here? What if North Africa is actually over here? Because, I mean, there's Moab over here. I don't hear people complaining. There's Memphis over here. I don't hear people complaining. If there was Memphis over here, that means Egyptians were over here. Isn't Egypt North Africa? If Egypt is North Africa and Memphis is over here, and they say the Mississippi is the Nile, wouldn't that mean Egypt's over here? Okay, well, if Egypt's over here and that's North Africa, what does that mean about over here then? Obviously, it's North Africa. So if in your limited mindset, you think that North Africa is just over there, then you just played yourself. That's why you're confused about who the Moors are. Exactly. But it's only that simple because we told you. Right? We told you. Just study and you'll figure this stuff out. Right? Islam, Cairo, Illinois as well. Cairo's over here. The word Cairo didn't come from over here. Why is it over here? If Cairo's only over there, and everybody knows Cairo over there, but there's a Cairo here, doesn't that make a connection for you in your brain? Peace, Bree. Send the thing again. My bad, I wasn't looking at the what do you do about Moors who don't follow our zodiac constitution? You don't worry about them. Allah will deal with them for not following it. Don't worry. Allah got them. They don't want to follow stuff? No problem. They don't have to. You know what I mean? They have a right to violate. You know, they have a right to want to violate. That's on them. You know? Yeah, you have to dive deeper. Because you're not getting it on the surface. Look what's on the surface. You're not getting it. Look what we did. We did a little etymology, whatever. And this is why this stuff is for who wants it, right? You're on here talking about, oh shit, doing the thinking emoji. And ooh. we even give you no info. We just looked up more in the etymology dictionary and look at the impact that it had. Look at that. Look at the impact that had. That was live. That's what this information's for. Information has to get off some tickets or whatever. This information has to go pay $1,500 for some papers so you can say now that you're a Moor. That's not what this info is about. This is divine first. Anybody trying to tell you that this is some process first, they're playing you. Exactly. So you see how simple it is? We need this everywhere. Because what? If this was everywhere, we wouldn't have any problems that we're having right now. It's that simple. It's that simple. Like you just figured out the Negro problem. Think about that. You just figured out on live IG how to fix the Negro problem. We need this information everywhere. Everybody who knows this should be saying something about this. If you're gonna TikTok dance and shit like that, you might as well be putting out some info. You might as well be going through some books and just put the damn camera on the screen and read for people. You know what I mean? Of course, he hates the culture because that's social conditioning. That's training. We're trained to hate ourselves. We're trained to hate ourselves. We don't hate ourselves. We're trained. We're trained. And look, there's another one live, right? Simba, The Color of Law by Richard Rothstein. How the white man systematically oppressed the black man. Why do you think he put black in quote unquotes and spelled white WIGHT? Right? Because everybody knows. Just our people that are tripping. Don't want to get down with the right information. The information about you being more. That's it. Ain't nothing else. You want to play something else? You better have this first. Or nothing else is going to work, or you just sell your soul and, you get your little statue or whatever and you're happy with that. Get your little acknowledgement. It's all about we're Moors.